was unique. I don't know if it... Oh my god, buddy. Where have I been? Where have I been? Where have I been? Where have I been? When was my last fucking stream? Now I gotta take a look. You think I knew? Think I know? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If the microphone is way too loud, I am sorry. I have had plenty of issues with this microphone being way too quiet within the last couple of weeks. It's not fun. So I turned up the gain as much. I turned up the gain in OBS so that it's not an issue. Not an issue that is hard to fix. Why is that highlighted? I don't know. Hello, Error. Hope you're doing well. Why is that highlighted on it? Okay. Okay. What has Twitch done in the last 2 months? I stop everything. For 2 months. I don't pay attention to Twitch. I don't pay attention to whatever happens on anything. And it feels like everything has changed completely. Like, now I have to start all over. Like, now I have to start all over. God dang it. Hello, Hoto. Hope you're doing well. Like, okay. I'm gonna go through a lot today. Okay? Which is why I want to chat. Pretty much I have to reintroduce myself in a way because I have not been a VTuber in 2 months, or at least streaming for 2 months. And anything more than a month, you're pretty much like practically done, you know? Once you stop, or once you leave for about a month, everybody forgets and everybody then doesn't know who you are. That is a lie, for the most part. That is just me being sarcastic. But lots of stuff has gone down between last time I streamed and now that I had to not stream. Okay. I will go through a lot, as much as I can, right? Because not only am I going to be talking about... I got a lot to talk about, and I'm not going to be able to get through all of it, and I don't plan on it because of a couple things that I'll want to talk about here later. Again, if my microphone is way too loud, let me know and I can turn it down. If it's like peaking at all, it sounds like I'm peaking, because I know that I'm in the red when I talk, because I'm noticing it in OBS, but I just want to be sure that I'm being heard, because that's something that I would like, at least for my streams. I don't want to be drowned out by music. I don't want to be drowned out by a lack of voice power, because coming home from work and getting into a stream, my voice does not carry the same amount of power. So, with that being said, I guess I'll go back to... let me just start things off by explaining why I stopped streaming for a while. There's not really a huge hidden issue. I think that was pretty much well covered back when I did that last stream, which was technically a GeoGuessr stream, but it was also chatting at the same time. But mainly... I don't know. I don't really want to talk like it's the first time I'm mentioning it, because it's not. I haven't really had a whole lot of fun with streaming in the last couple of months beforehand. Lots of things were just going down where it just felt like everything just sucked. Everything sucked with streaming. And I was at a point where I was just like... I don't want to do this. I really don't. I'm tired of doing it. It doesn't sound fun anymore. Nothing sounded fun. I just wanted to, like, give up. But as you'll find out when I get to it later, talking about this, it was kind of a stupid decision for me to take this like this long of a break. Well, actually, sorry. It was good for me to take the break, but it was dumb of me at the beginning of this break to be all like pretty much just like giving up completely. Because that's what I was doing for that was what my thought process was for a while. Was that if I was going to take this break or a hiatus, quote unquote, it was probably just me going to stop and quit and not touch streaming for like half a year, if not forever. Initially, I was thinking of going until about September and then coming back and doing another test run of it. And like maybe do another 6 months of streaming, and if I didn't like it, then I would just fucking finally decide to put the nail on the coffin, right? But as time went on, I realized a few things, and you'll notice it. You'll notice some things here as we move on. I want to go through some changes that are going to be happening to this channel. Slight changes, nothing crazy, right? Nothing super big or whatever. At least nothing that's intentionally planned at the moment. If my computer decides to explode and I have to get a new one, that's probably something I have to worry about then, but not now. I mention that because my computer has been not the greatest. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's old. Or by old, I mean like it's getting old. It's only like a few years old, yeah, but it's like it's getting there. It's not as fluid as it once was, but there's that. But I'll go through a lot more changes and a lot of updates that I want to get through. I also have something that I want to do as well later in this stream, which is go through something that I did while on break. That was actually like really cool and really fun. So I'll get through that probably in like maybe near the end of this stream. I don't know how long that'll be, but I don't really care, right? But one of the things that was noticeable, or at least not really noticeable, but something that I wanted to do was I wanted to stop differentiating and splitting off from who I, as a person, like and like all that. Because beforehand, and this was something that I've brought up a few times to a few of my closer VTuber friends in a way. But I held myself back for the last... I have been holding myself back for the last, like, 2 years on the streams that I want to do and the stuff that and the stuff that I actually want to do because I like the games or I like the certain genre, right? For a few reasons, not a lot, but a few. The main one being that I did not want to combine personal hobbies with, I don't want to say professional, I'll say VTuber hobbies, right? Because I kind of slowly got into it over time because I slowly just was like, I have no choice. I feel like wanting to do this, so even though it's not ethical or good or a good idea, I guess I'll say, the main thing is racing, right? Like racing, I did not want to become a racing VTuber at first because I did not want to be known for that. I didn't want to do it, not because I didn't like it, not because I don't like racing, but it's because in my personal, time in my personal life within like the last several years before going into VTubing, I was mostly in the racing community. I was following all forms of motorsports. I was playing iRacing for a while. Playing other racing games as well. Making content that hasn't been touched in years. But making content outside of VTubing and stuff like that. I used to do that with a lot of racing games and a lot of other games in general. And sports as well. But sports is a different breed than racing. I'll get to that one in a second. But with racing, I didn't want to be known as a racing VTuber because I didn't want two things to collide. The two sides of personal and VTubing. I didn't want them to collide. But then as I became a more and more like an experienced or veteran or oldie fucking YouTuber or VTuber, I've realized that I don't separate it. I don't separate those two quite well anymore. I've kind of just like given up, and I've kind of just allowed myself to be what I want to, who I am, I guess. Just be what I want and be who I want to be, because that's just me, both as a VTuber and not. This, and I was like, I wanted to like do more things and allow myself to stream whatever I wanted to and whatever I felt like, but I kind of held myself back because I also knew that it was just not with the times. It wasn't right. That's not, VTubing is supposed to be like you play the popular games or you fucking like play a fucking e-girl or e-boy or whatever while playing Valorant or Minecraft or League of Legends, God forbid, right? But I don't want to be that. I don't like Valorant. I think I played that game twice and hated it both times that I played it, right? I mean, they were both collabs. No, one was a collab with other VTubers, and I found that was fine. It was enjoyable for it being, you know, me hanging out with a few buddies. Half of them don't even exist anymore, and the other half, they don't, you know, well, one of them, I'll say one of them, actually is like, we're still close in a way, but everybody else from that collab fucked off or graduated or, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know, because I don't fucking talk to them anymore. Except for one. But it's like, other than that, then the other time that I played it was just not good. I don't like Valorant. And then, you know, not World of Warcraft, Jesus Christ, that was not the game I mentioned. League of Legends, yeah, that game sucks. I hate it. I don't understand why people like to play it. But like I said, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be an e-boy on fucking twitch.tv or youtube.com and play fucking Valorant all the goddamn time. That's just not me. I want to fucking take a wheel, which is my Thrustmaster TMX, hook it up to my computer, hop on iRacing, and fucking rip the fucking lip, right? I want to drive a goddamn car. I want to turn left. I want to turn right sometimes. I want to bend it in a wall a few times and wreck some motherfuckers. That's who I am. You'll always be an e-boy in my heart. Alright, Fluffy. Alright. I'll be your e-boy then. Outside of racing, there was another thing that I held myself back. This one a little bit more than racing. Because with racing, I could at least unleash it because I got into the racing VTuber. I guess it could be VTuber racing. Either thing. I got into that and I realized that there was actually a little bit of a, like, a group in a way. There's, like, actual, like, VTubers that specialize in racing. So it's like, okay, that's fine. At least that's a thing. So I could open up with racing a little bit more. But the other thing is sports, right? Now, racing is a sport, yes, but I'm talking about, like, other sports, okay? And I've tried several times to unleash it, and it hasn't really worked. But why it didn't work was because I had the expectation that it would either be watched or, whatever, right? And this has always been something I've complained about, and I'm going to complain about it more because it kind of went into why I went into my hiatus. But it is super fucking hard to be a VTuber nowadays. I mean, in general, streaming and making content, sure. But since I'm a VTuber, I have to, just for that. Like, it's hard to be a VTuber nowadays. There's so many VTubers, there's so much going on. It is, downright impossible to stream and be happy with it if you only care about numbers, right? And I've always been really disappointed with my numbers because of a few reasons, okay? Now, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say this first and foremost. The people that do watch and the people that do follow, fucking top of the fucking list of the people that I appreciate, okay? Like, every fucking single one of them that come in, lurk, or watch, or even just watch a clip or whatever, right? That's all I can ask for, right? At the very least. So I can at least know that at some point in time, the stream was fucking seen or watched or heard or lurked on. I don't care. It doesn't matter, right? As long as it was something happened. Okay? One of my biggest gripes was, or I guess before starting my VTubing ventures, was that I was not a huge fan of making content and nothing being seen, or my voice just, fall into nothingness, right? But as I started VTubing, I was like, okay, maybe this could change because it's a pretty good platform, right? VTubing, whatever. And then as time has moved on, I've just felt like I haven't hit that, right? This was all before the hiatus, by the way. Not saying this is me thinking this way now, although some of it still is this way, but let me continue on here let me just explain myself more, I guess. I was not a huge fan of my numbers when I was down in the agency in my first year of being a VTuber. And I was not even... it wasn't better when I left to become an independent VTuber. I just truly felt like at some point in time, I started caring too much about the engagement. And that's what broke me many times. And I was like, I don't like my biggest thing, right? And this is something that I've probably have said a few times. I don't know. I can't remember. But my biggest gripe is there were several streams at several points in time where I would look back at these streams, or I would look back at these engagement numbers and realize that I should not be an affiliate Twitch streamer because I don't have the numbers to accommodate that, which is stupid. Because in order for anybody on Twitch to become an affiliate Twitch streamer and make any sort of monetization, the biggest thing is that you need an average of 3 viewers in a span of time. And I've realized that I don't hit that. I don't hit that at all as an affiliate streamer. And it just, hurts. It really does. But again, this was like before my hiatus, because I, again, cared way too much about the engagement, and I just didn't get it, and it broke me, right? Because it's one thing to stream, to let, just time pass by, or just because you want to fucking click the start stream button just because you're bored or whatever, right? But it's another thing where you also put a little bit of expectations on the channel and of yourself because you want to be a creator. You want to express your creative passion and you want to share it with the world, but the algorithm doesn't agree with that. And the algorithm does everything in its power to screw you over and not make things happen. And that is something that kind of, sucks. But you have to deal with it because that's how the space is nowadays when it comes to content creation. It's just how it is. And the reason why I decided to take the hiatus was because I felt like it didn't matter whether I streamed or whether I didn't. My voice was not going to be heard my voice was not going to be heard. Nothing was going to happen. Nothing mattered. I got really pessimistic before my hiatus, and that's why I took the hiatus. Like I said initially, I almost wanted to quit completely. I wanted to just stop and just say, fuck it. I'm going to go back to do what I was doing before, and if I want to make music, I'll just make music under my own label, under my own name, under whatever. And I even did that a little bit with my newest single that came out a little before I went. Gotta leave the stream before I get caught with my phone. Not supposed to have my phone while I work, lol. A lot of places, a lot of places for work and stuff like that do that. Kind of sucks, but is what it is, I guess. At least with my job, I can at least have it as long as I just have headphones in, so there's that, I guess. But anyways. Yeah, like, pessimism took over, and I wasn't able to enjoy streaming for what it was. And I initially wanted to quit completely, because I didn't want to do this anymore. I didn't want to. A couple months ago, I just wanted to give up completely. Didn't matter. I felt like I just failed. And I just felt like I put too high of expectations on myself yet again. And realized that I couldn't hit them and just gave up. Now, that brings us to today, where I am streaming again. And I came back because I realized that there's a few reasons that I might not get into all of them because not all of them really warrant being talked about for the most part, I guess. But one of the reasons that I came back was that I realized that streaming for the past 2 years has completely fucked me up in the way that I just cannot go without streaming. Because I'm so used to coming home after work, slapping on a game, and losing my voice if it hasn't been already lost. Okay? All the way till about 11 o'clock. Or I would make music. Or I would... It just felt like there was something off. Especially during the off nights. Where I wasn't at work, but I also didn't have anything to do or anything to... Or any reason to play a game, it felt like. Okay? I even went so far as to completely wipe my consoles from down here and put them into my living room to where I would at least have them upstairs. And if I was bored enough to play games, I would play them upstairs. And at least, I guess, feel a little difference in space, I guess. But, I came back because I wanted to continue streaming. And I truly just... I don't know what the future holds. I really don't. But I don't think I can quit that easily. Like, I feel like in order for me to quit that easily, I feel like something horrendous has to happen, right? Either I slip up and find a way to get canceled, or I don't know. A part of me wanted so badly to get into an agency and just ditch Wyatt for another fucking character, but I can't bring myself to do it. I just can't. I've done this shit for 2 years, 2.5, almost 3 years. Holy fuck. And I just can't. It's hard to ditch it. It's hard to quit. It's like an addiction now. It's like gambling. You start, you can't quit. Except, you know, with gambling, I did start it and I did quit it because it's stupid. That's not the point though. I hate that it sounds like very cliched or whatever, but it's like I tried for as long as I could to not stream, but then I realized I'm better off just, you know, speaking into the void, because at least there's, you know, at least I'm speaking into something. Speaking into the void, I guess, is better than speaking at a brick wall, but in any case, I don't know. I genuinely just couldn't contain myself enough to stop streaming, right? Even if I finished out the VTuber racing stuff as like a recording session thing, I still couldn't bring myself to do that because it was recording, and I didn't really feel like that was any better than streaming. Like, me doing the live races and the live wrestling and the live football at one point, it's made me realize that I like to do it live than record it, because I don't know how to explain it. I genuinely don't. I thought I could. I can't. But that does lead me into what the future does hold for the content. And there is some changes that are going to happen. Probably for the better, probably for the worst. I don't know. So, one of the bigger issues as well, not just the lack of engagement numbers, but it was the fact that I considered myself for the longest time to be a variety VTuber. I like to say that I could play whatever and do whatever. However, at a certain point, I realized that might not be the greatest idea. Now, I am going to still stay variety in a way. I will say that I will play certain games and certain different games, okay, every once in a while especially. But my biggest issue was the lack of consistency with these said streams, okay? You look back at my past streams and the games that I would play during this time. Let me look back here real quick at my channel while I have a second. When I go through my live feed, for the most part, it is a lot of whatever the fuck it was that I wanted to do at that certain day and time. And especially because it would take me months to get from one session of one game to the next. Like Rocket League, like Minecraft, like BattleBit, Euro Truck Simulator, blah, 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 blah. Right? At some point, I was not happy with the content that I was doing because it was not consistent. It was very much like a random jumble of BS. So I've changed that up a little bit, and I've implemented myself a personal stream rotation, as I call it. Now, it's not perfect. In fact, earlier, while I was at work, I was probably stressed out more about it than work because I didn't know how good it actually is. And I'll talk more about it here real quick. I have picked out a number of games. I won't say what games, but I've picked out around 8 different games to stream on a consistent basis. I say consistent, they may not be like at first very consistent, but here's where I'm getting this at. I have picked like 1 or 2 games per, well actually sorry, I have picked 2 different games per rotation day, as I call it. where if I plan on streaming this, if I plan on streaming on a certain day, I get to choose between one of two games. Unless it's an off day, in which case I may actually stream both of them. So that there may actually be a chance where we'll see dual streams, or 2 streams, a longer fucking stream. Normally, I don't stream more than 1 game per day, or per stream, unless the first game that I played was just not fun, or I just felt like I could go on for much longer, right? But I would never do more than 1 game, just simply because I didn't feel like playing more than 1 game per stream, right? Now, I feel like that's going to change. It won't happen all the time because, like I said, work is going to kill me for these fucking hours, right? So I will post this on Twitter too, by the way. I'll update everybody as best as I can. But basically, instead of playing like a few games that are spread out just by my own thoughts and whenever I decide to play, I am forcing myself to pick one of 2 games to stream during a certain day, and we move on to the next one where it's another pair of games, and then another pair of games, and another pair of games. And I pick one of those 2, or if I have an off day, I play both of them during a stream. This will lead me into having a more consistent streaming, I don't want to say schedule, but a stream of games. Okay? Now, I'm not going to be able, it won't be perfectly consistent because there might be some gaps in some streams, but the way that I've made it and made it work is that some games are going to be a more prevalent thing on this channel, whereas a few games may not be so prevalent, but they'll still appear every so often. Okay? Now, this doesn't take into account anything such as collabs or special events. Okay? Those are the only 2 things that I didn't put into the thing because, to be honest, I don't really care what day a collab is on, or I don't care if I have something special planned for a certain day. That can happen whenever. It's not going to affect the fucking rotation. It doesn't matter, right? There's a main rotation that has a few optional like games here and there that I'll pick out from and play every so often, okay? But for the most part, everything is a mainline, like streamline game line of things, okay? And I made sure that these games are not permanent games so that if I feel like I can replace them at any point with a new game, I can, which I've done in the past before. Like start a new game that can be, streamed several times, get to an end point, and then pick a new game to play for that time. That'll also help me out in case a new game comes out that I actually like, and I can actually play that. Whether it's like Helldivers 3 or whatever, I don't fucking know. You get what I'm saying? Like the next Game of the Year contender, if it's an actual halfway decent game, I can put that in as like a, I'll play it every so often, maybe every once in a while, but not, very often. Maybe once every 2 weeks, maybe once every 3 weeks. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe more than that. It depends on the mood then, but there's a mainstream line of games that I want to play and I want to accomplish so that I could stop doing like 5 in a row streams of iRacing when I haven't touched fucking Helldivers or Rocket League or whatever in like weeks or months. I like iRacing, but I really need to stop fucking doing it 5 times before another game. Okay? Or another different stream. That's just how it is. I'm still going to kind of be variety, but at the same time, I'm not going to be doing like 500 different games at once, because that fucking broke me more than numbers, right? I complained earlier about like the numbers and it like being terrible, but it didn't matter in the long, it didn't really like matter compared to this, where it's like, I fucking hated how I would stream iRacing for too many times because I like that game so much. And then I'm like, damn, I haven't touched Helldivers, I haven't touched Rocket League, I haven't touched this, I haven't touched that in months, and it fucking broke me, because it's like, why can't I just be consistent? And now I am. Now I can. Now I can do this. Because I'm forcing myself to, because I have it on my phone, I have a little thing of 8 games, that it's like, hey, if you're streaming, you're playing one of these 2 games. You're playing one of these 2, I'm forcing you to, no matter what. And that's how it's going to be. Because I want to fucking actually stream stuff. And actually play stuff. And actually, like, have stuff to do on stream. And not do the same stuff. Okay? Now, like I said, some games will be more prevalent. But they won't be played in a row. Not all the time, at least. Sometimes they may, sometimes... I'm trying my best to make sure that if I play one game, there's a little bit of a delay before I play it again. Or at least leeway. Not delay, but leeway before I play it again. Because I really don't want to fucking play the same game 3 days in a row. Because that's not consistent in my book. I like iRacing. I like it. Don't get me wrong. And it's still going to be a big thing on this channel. iRacing is going to be a big thing on this channel. Regardless of the changes that I just said. But I'm not going to play iRacing almost every fucking day. Okay? The only time I might do it in a, like, something in a row. Okay? For, like, iRacing or whatever. Is if I'm doing it, if it's in the rotation, and then there's even, like, a special event that comes up. The next day, or the next stream. Right? Which, whatever. That's fine. At most, it'll be 2, maybe 3 times in a row I'll play something. But even then, I don't think you'll see 3 fucking streams of the same thing in a row. Okay? Especially if it's on a stream where I'm on my night, like I got a night off from work. Because like I said, chances are, I might even say this too, I said in my initial return tweet that streams are probably going to start at like 8:30 mainly. I might push that back or push that up. Push it up. I'll say push it up because that sounds better than pushing it back. I might start them at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, about 2 hours beforehand, just so I can play 2 games. Okay? 2 games a stream. Right? Which is something I don't normally do because, like I said, I never thought I would. I don't think I could go more than 2.5 hours. But here I am. I play fucking iRacing for 5 hours sometimes. I play one game sometimes for 5 hours. I could do 2 games. I got this. I got the endurance for that. And speaking of endurance, there is something else that I want to bring up here too soon. But I'll talk about that momentarily or minutarily. I don't know. The main thing, okay, is that I haven't felt like I've had a direction in the last 2 years of streaming. I feel like I have not been a streamer for 2 years, but I think we're coming up on the 3-year anniversary mark, and that I need to change my hair color to gray because that's an indication that I'm getting old as fuck as a VTuber. But anyways, I haven't felt like I really had a direction. I would just stream whatever I wanted whenever I wanted, which was a pain in the ass because there were several days where I was like, okay, I'll stream something. What will it be? I don't fucking know. And then I don't know until I start the stream, or I'm like a half an hour away from streaming and I'm like, yeah, I have no idea. I'm just going to cancel because I have no idea. I don't know. I'm too tired to care, right? But now it's like, okay, well, if I'm streaming, then I'm going to stream whatever I can, or whatever's in my stream rotation for that day, or for that moment. As long as I keep track of where I'm at, which might be easy, I think. But like I said, I've also even put down, like, new stuff. Here's the thing. The games that I'm doing, while iRacing is going to be one of the main factors, there's also one that is also going to be a main thing, that I also am going to start doing more of. And while I like to call myself a variety VTuber, that moniker may not last very long. I'm gonna be overall just a sports VTuber. I am gonna still play some certain games like Helldivers and other stuff, right? I was thinking like something that I could easily play that's like first-person shooter that's, you know, at the very least fun to play for a while, but then I realized I'm not really a big fan of that kind of stuff. I thought about Rainbow Six Siege, but I'm like, I'm probably just going to play that on my Xbox in my off time. I don't care enough to stream it. I don't want to be a Rainbow Six fucking streamer anyways. That's a fate worse than League of Legends in my eyes, but anyways. But overall, I think I'm going to be more of a sporty VTuber now than ever before, because I'm deciding that I'm going to take the fucking handcuffs off my hands. I'm taking all liberties here, because I feel like before my hiatus, I still felt like I was creatively being controlled by someone else or something else, because when I was in my agency, I couldn't do what I wanted to do all the time, because I felt like I was being held back for a little bit, and I kind of felt that way as an independent because I still felt like I had to be professional. Fuck it. Professionalism's out the goddamn door. I don't care. You can hate me all you want for saying that, but I'm done being professional. I'm gonna throw a goddamn football down the goddamn field. I'm gonna probably do some baseball, even though I haven't really been a big fan of baseball. I don't care. Probably do some hockey. Probably do some basketball even. Hell yeah, right? The main thing is going to be racing, and the main thing is going to be in general sports. Because I'm a fucking sports lover. I love all kinds of sports, except soccer. Fuck that sport. That's the only thing you will not see on this thing. Maybe other sports too. But soccer, no. I cannot stand that sport. Maybe like a really arcadey version of soccer. I know Red Card 2003 is a game. I know that that's a game, and it's actually a fun-looking game. I played a little bit of it when I was on my hiatus, and I was like, okay, if I'm playing soccer, it's Red Card 2003. That's it. It cannot be any other fucking soccer game, or I'll blow my brains out on stream, and I don't think anybody wants to see that. But no, like I said, professionalism's out the door, because I want to play whatever I want to play. I want to do whatever I want. My fucking channel. It's my stream. Right? I held myself back a little bit because I wanted, you know, I thought if I held myself back but did what other people were doing that it would help me. Nope. No. Fuck me for thinking that. So it's like, you know, I'm going to play fucking let's see. You know what? I'm going to reveal I won't reveal the exact game, but I'll reveal what I'm doing. So racing, iRacing. I even have a couple NASCAR games on here. I might get back into Euro Truck Simulator just because I do want to actually have some chill streams added into the mix, all things considered. Rocket League, I'm going to actually put that on the fucking rotation dock so that I can actually play that game every so often. Not going to be like, it's not going to be weekly. It'll be like every so often, right? Just because I don't really feel like, you know, putting it as like a super main thing, but it's something I do want to play every so often still, right? Other sports wise, football, I got fucking Madden. I am debating getting a PS5 or a Series X just for the college football game that's coming out, because that game is not coming out on PC, and I was pissed off when I heard that it was not coming to PC. And I was even more mad when I found out that that game's actually going to be a fucking hell of a game to play. Like, it's actually going to be fun. Damn. That makes me so mad that I have to buy a Series S or an X in order for me to play it. I don't want to get a PlayStation. I've never been a PlayStation guy except for the PS2 for like a part of my, or I don't want to say childhood, but part of my growing up days, right? And then the 360 came out and I bought that, right? And then I bought a original Xbox soon after. So, like I said, there's also some stuff that'll pop on here and there, right? That might not be sports, that might not be racing or whatever, but for the most part, it's football and racing, because I like both of those things and I want to play them a lot, okay? And at some point, I'm going to rotate some stuff out, right? Sometime in the future, I'll get rid of one thing and start a new thing, just so that I'm not stuck doing the same stuff. iRacing's hard to do that with because iRacing pretty much never ends, right? I'd have to pretty much be banned from iRacing to stop doing iRacing. They did that for a month, by the way, and I came back stronger than ever, I guess. And yeah, like, if you think I haven't done any iRacing in my hiatus, you're wrong. I'm up to a point where after this week, which is week 13, I'm gonna be promoted in the oval. I'm gonna be an A class. I can't be A class in any of the road stuff yet. I'm too bad at that still, but yay. But week 13's a thing, and I want to do some iRacing. I want to do some week 13 iRacing, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it as quickly. I have to figure this out, because I have been working ever since I came back from Indy, which I'm not going to talk about that. I want to wait until I'll wait until I do my 24-hour stream, because that is something that I'm doing. I'll find this photo of it real quick. I don't remember where I put it. My computer's a mess. It is a mess. Let me find where I put it. Image. What image is this? Oh, that's not right. Yeah, I have not touched OBS in months, and like everything's broken now. Everything just feels completely broken now that I'm actually on actually back streaming. Is this it? Okay, perfect. So I guess where is this at? Nope. Is it up here? Oh, it's there. Okay, cool. Then I'll just put it on the top right, or around the top right then. But I locked you. There we go. So yeah, I actually have a return schedule posted up right now. So right now I'm just, right now is stream 1. I'm just coming back and explaining my thought process as to why I left and what I'm doing in the future. Okay? Next stream is going to be me doing a little bit of karaoke because, again, might as well. I'm not a huge fan of doing it on stream unless it's a special occasion, and I feel like it's a special occasion, so we're doing it. I posted when this was going to happen, but I'll go through it real quick. So I won't stream tomorrow, but I'll stream Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And that'll be the next 3 streams, which you'll see right up there. I will be doing a full-length Indy 500 because that was something that I actually did plan on doing. This is different from what I initially wanted to do. I initially wanted to do like a VTuber racing thing similar to it, but the fact that I only had like 2 signups in like a week, I was like, yeah, no. No. I thought it was going to be bigger than I anticipated, and that was a complete flop. That also kind of hurt my my mood, and that's kind of what also led me to giving up. So I just felt like I couldn't be creative, right? Especially because I knew that if I was in a different position, literally any fucking other position or agency, I would probably have enough signups to do more than 1 race. But that was my thought process then. I don't care now. I don't care, right? Instead, what I'll do is I'll just run it on iRacing, and I'll use AI for that race. I might even do more iRacing afterwards, because it probably won't be a very long stream. If it goes quickly, it'll probably be like a 2.5, 3 hour race. So I'll probably do like another race after, like I'll do week 13 afterwards, because that should be, yeah, that'll be Saturday. So yeah, I could just run Saturday afternoon or Saturday mid-morning-ish races and just have fun there, right? I could do a few of those, so I could do iRacing then. And then Sunday is a big one. Sunday. Early Sunday morning, as early as I can be, which would probably... that might be... God, I have no idea. I want to say 3 in the morning. It's going to be an early start, because it's a 24-hour race, and I'm doing the 24-hour Le Mans race. Initially, I wanted to do the Nürburgring race, but I don't feel confident enough running around that track. So I'm picking a track that I actually do enjoy and am confident on, and that's Le Mans. And I'll be doing that in hopes that I can make it through an endurance race. I've tried many times to do the Daytona 24, but the last time I gave up because I felt like I could not be an entertaining streamer for 24 hours. Yeah, hopefully I don't have that issue. But I will preface this. I'll preface this now, and I'll preface this on Sunday when I do that stream. If I'm not chatty, don't be surprised. If I'm not talking, and I'm just like, just vibing to the music and the background noise of the car, don't be surprised. I don't think I'm going to be able to constantly chat 24 hours, especially if I don't have many topics to talk on about. I do think this one will be different, though, because there's some stuff that I still want to talk about that I'm holding myself back on today just for Sunday. Just so I could talk more on Sunday about, just so I could talk more in general on Sunday. So all it takes is for me to get on one subject, and then I'm like dipping my toes in many different sub-subjects. But at this point, all fucking subjects could be talked about if I have any sort of interest in them. So probably I'm going to talk a lot about fucking sports. That'll be fun. I'm getting closer and closer to my follower milestone of like 219 or whatever. It's a very specific milestone because that is the population of, was it Mississippi? Wyatt, Mississippi, or Wyatt, Missouri? I don't know. I can't remember the fucking state. They're both the same to me. But I'm getting closer to that mark. In fact, for some reason, during my time off, I've been gaining a little bit more of I've been gaining more followers offline than online, and that's a bit concerning. I don't know what I did to get a couple followers while I was off stream during my hiatus, but yeah. That's fun. I wish I was consistent enough to actually stream during that period of time, but nope. Also, Fluffy, I know I didn't mention this when you did this earlier, but I do appreciate you being a sub for a year. I saw that go off and I forgot about it until I just looked at my list. That's fucking sick. I appreciate the hell out of that. But yeah, those are the 4 streams that I'm coming back with. And that does also, I realize my F11 key is fucked up, bruh, but because if anyways, sorry, I keep staring at it because it's annoying. I could probably post a picture on that on Twitter, but it's super annoying how it looks. Anyways, that 24-hour Le Mans race is going to run on Sunday, which means I'm not able to return with a VTuber race. I recorded 2 races, and after the second race, I realized I cannot record those races. I cannot. I have to live stream the VTuber racing stuff. They're way better live than they are recorded. So that's what I'm doing. I decided I could not do the initial recording plan that I had, which was I was going to record those 4 races that were on there. I only got 2 done, and then I realized I can't do the other 2 because I'll just fucking... They're gonna bomb. They're gonna bomb, and it's not fun recording them. I don't know what it is. There's just a different atmosphere when you're doing it live versus recording it. I couldn't tell you why. It's just weird. But there's that. I'll do that next Sunday instead of this Sunday because I'm already busy that Sunday. I would have done the 24-hour race on Saturday and move everything back a day, so I would have been back and streamed for 4 days in a row. But work has been incredibly crazy. Like, I've worked ever since last Thursday, and I don't get a day off until Friday. This Friday. I'm working an entire week straight. And it is fucking killing me. Like, that's why this stream may not go as long as I would have liked. But work has been fucking stupid. It's been it's a pain in the ass. And then next week is not helping me matters either because they have me fucking all over the place in terms of shifts. They're jumping me from overnights, which is fine for streaming because I get to stream in the morning like normal, and then they have me working randomly a fucking evening shift. So I don't know how streams are going to be next week, or late next week rather. I don't know. Yeah, late next week. I don't know how streams are going to be. And I guess while I'm speaking on this, the frequency of streaming, it's still going to be pretty up in the air. I don't know if I want to be 100% into this again, or if I just want to stream every few days instead of every other day at most. I don't know yet. The thing is, though, is that with the stream rotation, something like Rocket League or whatever, like Euro Truck Simulator, since they aren't, priorities, like main priorities, they may not pop up as often as other games. So I have I have this rotation thing with priorities in mind, like iRacing and other stuff, so I'm not playing the same damn games over and over, or playing too many at the same time. So I'm trying to find that balance, and I have to sacrifice the fact that I'm probably only going to play Rocket League every couple weeks, which sucks at some times because I feel like playing that game at least every couple days or every once a week at least would be fun. But I don't have it set to 5 games or whatever, or 4 games. It's a group. It's a group of games, to say the least. And that's I'm still tinkering around with it. I don't know how to make this work. To make it to where it's Rocket League is done more than once a month. But again, the only way I can do that is just probably stream multiple times a day, which I don't want to do. I just want to stream once and play 2 games at most. I don't know. Frequency of streams, that's still up in the air. I would love to do every other day, but it also depends on work, and it also just depends on how I feel in general, right? I still have to find a way to reignite my passion for this stuff, because I say that I've let myself go completely, and I'm doing whatever I want for streaming and stuff like that. But I don't know if I would say that I'm passionate still about this. I don't know. I have a level of passion, enough of a level, I should say, to stream and to do this. but maybe not big enough of a passion level to like do this as like a fucking main hobby kind of deal. Because there's also a thing too where I also, and this actually kind of ties in well with what I also am doing on these streams, and that's that I'm going to probably be studying and probably doing some chatting every so often. And I mean like every so often. And while I'm saying chatting, it's not really going to be chatting, more so studying, because I'm going to be trying to study, like actually study Japanese, because I have been lacking that, and I realize that I need to get into doing that, because I actually want to be certified in Japanese. Maybe not top level soon, but I still want to be certified in the JLPT as N5 level within the next year or two. Like, I really, really want to be certified. And if I can do that, then that's a big accomplishment for me that I've been wanting to accomplish for the last several years. And I feel like this year is the best time for me to do it. So I'm going to be taking the opportunity to maybe do a couple streams per week of me studying Japanese, and trying to actually hit N5, like genuinely try to hit N5 by the end of this year, if I can. If not, that's fine. I always have next year, which is fine. It's just, I really want to get certified within the next couple of years, because why the fuck not? I told myself that I would be, and I just haven't. And I actually want to be. So I'm doing that. And studying is going to be not a main focus, but it's going to be a focus on this channel, as well as just like studying and other sort of chill streams like Euro Truck Simulator and Minecraft. I'm actually going to play Minecraft at a certain point. Not as frequently, but you know, it's going to come back again. I have not played a lot of Minecraft during my time as a VTuber. I've said this before, it's just because I just can't find myself to play, or I just can't prioritize it. It's just hard to prioritize it over many other games that I've enjoyed over the last couple of years. And now that it's in the main rotation, I'm going to play it, and I'm going to at least try to find some level of enjoyment out of it. Practically force myself to play Minecraft, I guess. I don't really like to say that, but that might sum it up better than what I could say. I'm trying to think. I know there's like maybe a couple other things that I wanted to mention. I really should have put down a list, but I did not. I think, honestly, I've gone over most, if not all, of what exactly I'm trying to think in terms of the update. In terms of updates, I should say. If there was any like news or anything like that. Like I said, I don't want to get through I don't want to completely go through everything that went down between the start of the hiatus to now, because I still want to save some stuff for Sunday during my 24-hour stream. Let's see. I really only have 2 replays on iRacing. I thought I had more. Alright, whatever. But yeah, like I said, I've played a lot of fucking iRacing in the last couple months after my during my hiatus, because I was never gonna stop. I was really never gonna stop, no matter how hard I tried. I just couldn't get away from it. Once I started it, it's like an addiction. It really is. I want to get into this here in a minute. I ain't gonna fucking... I'm desperately trying to think if there's something else I could chat about beforehand. I would like to work on the album a little bit more, but I've never really been a big fan of working on music on stream. Because I feel like I cannot find any, I'm not comfortable with it. I'm not a good enough creator. At least, like, okay, well, I might be good enough to make music, but I don't feel like the process, I don't feel comfortable enough to go through the process on stream. Because that can be a bitch to get through. So I'm just gonna, like, hold off on actually creating music on stream. And just do it whenever I can off stream. Just so, you know, I don't have to fucking be uncomfortable on stream. But I have not really worked on the album as much as I would have liked. I think I got like a handful of songs, or at least a handful of ideas for songs, and only like a few of them. Hold on, I gotta look what I got so far. I have... That's not where I want to go. Let's see. Yeah, so far, I have two actually, like, I have two songs actually created, and I'm working on a third and a fourth. The third one's almost completely completed. I just got to go through the final stages there. And then the fourth song, I just got to actually, like, figure out what the fuck I'm going to do with it. I really wish I worked more on music while I was on hiatus, but I didn't. Also, hello, Soren. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Good to see you. Maybe some more music-based games will be fun from time to time, not necessarily just rhythms. Well, but stuff like Rocksmith. I thought about Rocksmith, but the problem with Rocksmith is that I listen to a lot of music, but barely any of it's in Rocksmith, which is dumb because it's rock music. How the fuck is rock music not in Rocksmith? And also, I also hate having to tune my guitar to play these goddamn songs. It's not super fun. That's not the fun part. That's not fun part. That's not fun. Especially because I have broken so many fucking strings trying to play that game and tune my guitar up and down. Now, I do have a pedal that can connect to my guitar that can drop the, that can drop it. It's a drop pedal. So if I'm in E standard and I turn on the pedal and I turn it down, it goes by half step, I think it's what it's called. So like I could go E minors or whatever. I don't know I don't know shit about tuning in music. If it sounds good, it sounds good. I don't know. But yeah, it's a big modding community for some of those games that have a ton of song options. So then I share their Rocksmith, like Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero is worse. Okay, now I know Rocksmith has a big when I'm saying like with Rocksmith and stuff like that, Rocksmith has a ton of fucking songs in its modding community. But the issue is that it's still not enough. It's still not enough to satisfy, like, you know, I could do Rocksmith as like a every once in a while treat, but I just can't do it all the time because it would just be super repetitive, the stuff that I would play, because that's the only stuff I could play. Guitar Hero is not much better because the I don't know where else I could find, like, I know there's like sites that I could find charts for like Clone Hero or whatever, but fucking hell. If Rocksmith has the problem with not having the songs that I like and whatever, it's worse in Guitar Hero because for some reason... Okay, let me give an example here. some of my favorite... I'm just going to go through some of my favorite bands. If I could find out what that... Okay, there it is. Custom Forge. That's what the Rocksmith one's called.
On Twitch is now following. Thank you.
Discounted SCW, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Oh my god, they actually have this song now? Fuck, I'm downloading it right now. I literally just went on the website, and on the front page, it's a fucking band that I've been listening to for a while, and it's one of my favorite songs from them. Alright, good timing. Good fucking timing. Okay. Let me look up one of my favorite bands. Let's see. How about... Okay, that is a bot. Alright, so they followed. Let's do a little yoinky, spoinky. Bye-bye. Alright. Anyways. Lol. Okay. So, one of my favorite bands only has 43 songs, which is fine. A lot of them songs are fucking drop C or drop... Oh my god, I hate this so much. I hate these so much. Oh, there's so many different tunings. Ugh. But the last time that anybody uploaded anything from this band was literally last year in 2023. They have not had another song uploaded on that thing. So, that fucking blows. So, that sucks. How about let's go to... What's the clone hero? What's the clone hero? What? Oh, Course Encore. Okay, I was like, what the fuck? Okay, now they've updated this. Actually, they've updated this. Oh boy. Okay, artist. Same artist. 5 results. Fucking yippee. Fucking 5. It is. Ugh. Yeah, I really am happy. So happy. There's only 5 songs. From one of my favorite bands. How about another one of my favorite bands? What do you got? 56 results. All right, let me see what you got in Rocksmith. Okay, so the first one was Nonpoint. That was the first band. That had 40 whatever in Rocksmith and only 5 in Clone Hero. Volbeat has 56. Has 56 on Clone Hero, which is fine. And then on Rocksmith, it has 110. So, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Not all the songs I like, but that's whatever for me. At least heard of Volbeat. There you go. I mean, it's pretty... they're a pretty fucking big band. I'd be more amazed if anybody doesn't know them. That also likes rock. For the most part. The last song that was uploaded for Volbeat was back in April. They... first time anybody's uploaded anything from them since 2022, though. So it's like... Rocksmith does not upload a lot of good... Like, there is a consistency, at least. Like, already today, there's been 8 new different charts. And that's just today. So there's still a community that's uploading stuff. So I guess it's just a matter of waiting. The Clone Hero game's a really fun game. That's the only real way I get to play Guitar Hero anyways, because I don't have a lot of, I don't have any other way of playing it, to be honest. Like, I know there's like several others. I've been out of the fucking game for the last, like, several years, that if I get back into it, it's just kind of hard for me to get back into it immediately. Nickel Rom. Oh, go to Nickel Rom. Okay. I'm looking that up. Oh, okay, I see now. Okay. Yeah. Plus, like, I'm also gonna say this too. Playing Rocksmith and playing Clone Hero may be the most risky thing for me as a creator, because I have seen so many content creators get sniped over the shit that they play. And it's, I don't want to say it's funny. I really don't. But it is also kind of funny. I want to see if I can sort. I really want to sort by stuff. Might be best to not have the audio playing. Yeah, but that just kind of defeats the whole purpose. Just defeats the whole purpose of streaming it. Splitting the audio seems to help a lot, but I don't know the logistics of that. Yeah, I have seen people who split the audio so it doesn't appear in the VOD. That could be, that is, yeah. That is an idea. Oh man, how much Dragon Force is on Clone Hero? 202 results. Well, at least there's that, I guess, but I don't know. It just really breaks my heart because, like, one of my actual, like, favorite bands has, like, very little. Both of my fucking favorite all of my fucking favorite bands, if they're not, like, the popular bands, they're not getting anywhere. Can't be that difficult. See tons of people set that way now listening. Yeah, that might help me out in the long run, because I actually do plan on actually, like, having Spotify in the background instead of not in the background. But I have to learn how to split the audio so that I have to learn how to, I do know how to split the, God, I have to figure this out on the fly if I do it this way. I do know how to separate the audio so it doesn't appear. But now I have to figure out how I could separate the audio so that it plays with desktop audio also not being a huge factor. I don't know. It's a pain in the ass. But it's also like I'm almost just tempted to not fucking do that and just accept fucking having to deal with cutting out certain things or whatever. As long as I just don't play any Japanese music, we should be fine. Because I know with, like, most, if not most of, like, other music, the worst it'll be is, like, oh, it's just taken down and you have to, like, you know, either mute the part of the VOD or cut out that part of the VOD that they timestamped. Fucking Japanese music companies, they don't give a shit. They'll actually copyright strike the whole fucking video down. They don't give a shit. Give you a whole goddamn copyright strike for that. It's fucking dumb. Too much of a pain for me, but it might be easier for others. If I can learn, I could probably learn. I could probably learn how to do it. Like I said, I would probably do, like, Guitar Hero or whatever the game to play it in nowadays is. Play that and Rocksmith just because at least there's something for me to do on both of them. But it won't be, like, a main priority. It just, I don't think it can be. Like, it would probably be, like, a once, maybe twice a month deal. but it can't be anything more than like a small handful of times. And again, it also just doesn't help with Rocksmith how there's only a small handful of songs, and all the songs that I like are like custom tunes, so I have to, put my fucking guitar through hell and back in order to fucking play one song. I don't want to do that. That's just no. I'm sorry. I like these songs, but I'll just listen to them. I don't want to fucking... If they ain't in Guitar Hero, then I don't want to play them on Rocksmith because I ain't putting the guitar strings through hell. I mean, I could also just, like, straight up just download packs of stuff and just play random music, but then that's just not even fun in my eyes. I actually want to play songs that I listen to. I actually want to play stuff. Only ever tried acoustic guitar. Man, I actually do want to try that at some point. Like get an actual acoustic guitar, because mine is not supposed to be an acoustic guitar, but it can. I also just have to, like, if I just go through... If I could just probably just go through, like, several different charters or several different, like, people who upload stuff, if they're consistent enough, then, yeah. I just gotta go through and go through my Spotify and go through all my artists and type them one by one. Not one by one, but just go through and be all like, oh, let's, Alter Bridge, because I actually listened to some of their stuff. I only got 50. Oh, that's pretty good. Do they have the ones that I like? Yes and no. Not all of them. Okay. I just typed that in randomly. That was the first band that came to my mind. I don't know why. There's a bit of Alter Bridge, but I haven't checked on them in a while. Need to do that. Yeah, I don't listen to a lot of their, like, most recent stuff. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Alright. That's a good note. I don't want to do this now, but the more that I do this, the more I feel very tempted to do a Clone Hero stream here and there. Also, like, if you think my keyboard already is a pain in the ass when it comes to the sound, I don't know how in the world anybody's going to be able to watch my streams with a fucking plastic guitar being slapped. Also, I haven't played Clone Hero in, like, years, so don't expect any sort of skill from me. It's, like, bottom barrel. Especially because, like, again, I haven't played it in forever. Emily, thank you for the hydrate. Definitely need that. Man, I have so much shit open. I'm gonna try not put my computer through hell during that 24-hour race, but don't be surprised if my if R Factor 2 has a problem with frame rate. Not because of the game, but because of the fucking fact that it's going through so much hell. Ooh. I just want to look these guys up while I'm on this site looking at... What do you got? 3 was... Alright. Never mind. Fuck Clone Hero. I kid, but, like, Jesus Christ. There's some bands that I absolutely like, and that's the problem, is that when you like bands that aren't very popular, you don't get the opportunity to play their songs in rhythm games. You just have to deal with fucking... Yeah, it's I hate it. If I can just get enough songs to cover for, like, a 2.5 to 3 hour stream, that would be nice. Like, I would not complain. As long as it's just like, you know, not the same shit over and over and over. I could actually play some different songs. They have a desktop app? I'm downloading that. EXE. I'll just download that and I'll put that in my downloads and mess with that later. I ain't gonna do anything now with that because I don't want to. I want to get back to it because we don't want to buy a new guitar right now. They are pretty expensive. I will admit that. Also, hold on. Didn't I uninstall? No, I don't think I did. No. Okay, good. I thought I uninstalled Rocksmith for some reason, but I didn't. I'm smart. I'm smart enough to know that is not the move for me to go. All right. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, I just gotta go through my spot. I still gotta do a lot in order to make things work. Like okay, so I have to split. Oh my god, I don't want to fucking do this before the 24-hour stream because I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to do it. So I want to split Spotify from the rest of the stream so that I can still have desktop audio for the VOD, but I also I have to look that up and I'm too tired to do that. I just don't. It's just not in the cards for me tonight. And in all actuality, I don't know if I'm ever going to get to that because it sounds like it is way too complicated. Find some tutorials and DM them if you can, please, because that would be a lot better. Because I just don't want to deal with. Because, like, I don't want to make things too complicated for me with, like, volume control and audio mixing and stuff like that. I don't want to deal with, I don't want to have anything that looks super complicated for me. I've never done that. The whole Spotify thing with, like, keeping that muted while I still listen to it and just have, like, background music on stream, that was just a fucking plugin that I found, and I thought that was really cool. So I started utilizing that, and then yeah, it's just, I'm hoping that that could be of use still, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Also, like I said, with sports and stuff like that, I am going to, like, probably start chatting more about sports once I get if I see it. Oh my god, get away from me. I don't want to see that shit. It's just because I like sports and it's hard for me to not talk about sports. Okay. Now that I've found, or I guess thought about doing Clone Hero / Guitar Hero stuff, once again, just because I feel like that would be a fun experience. That might have me move on to... Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure that that was working. Now, oh, I should also mention this too. That's right. So on stream 2, should be the next stream that I do, which won't be tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, Friday morning. I do plan on doing some iRacing that day. But it's not a typical iRacing stream, if you can get what I'm already trying to say. It's going to be a little special. because I actually do have a little something that I worked that I got bored one night. And I wondered if I could do this, and I figured out how to make it work. So now that I got it working, I'm going to do this. I don't know if I want to say it or not. Because I kind of want it to be something special. I don't know. I don't know. I'm like debating if I want to say anything for it. If I want to say what it is. But I might just save that until later. I might save that till later. Yeah, Jojo, you don't. At least it was only 10 points, but you also had the you also got the refunded, so that's funny. But good to see you again, Jojo. Hope you're doing well. The TTS didn't work because it was spam, and then the thing does not like it when there's spam. I don't think I could fix that. I think that might be a default thing. I can look before I do anything, because I think okay, get out of here. Yeah, I cannot fix that. Or at least not at the moment. That's fine. Alright. There was something that I wanted to do, though, that kind of pertained to iRacing. Not necessarily so much any of the other stuff that I was planning on doing. Like the special edition of iRacing or whatever, which I will do every so often. Probably like every other time that I do iRacing. Maybe not every other time, but maybe every other time. I don't know. So there was a series that I streamed. I don't think I streamed it. I think I did. I don't know. Did I do it? I don't remember if I did it once or not. I don't remember if I streamed it. I think this all happened while I was not streaming. But the boys over at VTrack decided to hold a special four races in iRacing that I took part in 3 out of the 4 of, and got wrecked in 2 out of the 3 of. I almost want to say I streamed the first one. I'm almost certain I did, but I feel like that. Did I or did I not? When was the first one? Because if I remember when the first one took place, I might remember more clearly. Series. VTrack Race X VTRX. When was the first one? April 6th. I think that might have been... Is that the one that I was in? April 6th? I think so. Yes, okay. I think I might have been on hiatus. God damn it. I wish I knew. I hate that I don't remember. Why do I not remember? My memory's fucked. Last time I streamed iRacing was 2 months ago. And that's when I was messing around with the tracks, or with the wet stuff. And I have to be a bit more lucky for a while. Have lurky. Sorry, I thought you said lucky. I'm a stupid dummy. Lurky for a while. Have some work I have to get done this morning. No worries, no worries, no worries. Oh, son of a gun. Okay, so last time I streamed it was March 27th. And then after that was April. Okay, so yeah, I was on hiatus. Yeah, because I knew I went on hiatus on the 4th. Or a little, somewhere between the 4th and the 6th. That's what yeah. Okay. Sorry. My brain had to I had to think for a while because I was like, I don't know if I streamed it. I don't know if it's well known or not. But anyways, so VTrack is a group, or it's it's the VTuber side of track, which is they do stuff for Assetto Corsa, but they did 4 races in iRacing. I did 3 of them because one of them was a dirt race, and I don't race dirt. I'm not a dirt racer. I could learn. I just didn't want to do it. I didn't want to immediately just get into a fucking very heated competition. That was sarcasm. But yeah, the first 2 races went absolutely terribly. In both aspects of the race, or both ends of the races. The first race was at Lime Rock, which is one of my, I guess, actually became one of my favorite tracks to run because of streaming. And it was one of my favorite races, at least compared to when it, well, okay, I'll say this. I hated it at first because the car that we use, which is the SRX car, it is not a fucking road car. It is not supposed to be taken on road courses, but they took it onto a road course and it worked fine. It was very slidey, and if you did anything wrong, you were spinning out before you know it. And I practiced for only an hour and a half, which was the practice time that we had for the race, and I struggled in all of that. I kept spinning, and I could not get a clean run with more than 5 laps under my belt before I would spin out or wreck or just give up because I kept fucking up. But then in the race, I actually just somehow magically figured out not only how to run, but run fast enough laps to compete for a top spot. The problem was that I could never get to the top spot because they were all filed out and they were all way too far ahead because I was running in the back, obviously. Then a late race caution comes out because they had a 20-minute timer or whatever, I guess. I think they call it the fun timer because I think they did that in real life. And I restarted somewhere and I was trying to battle up front and I just got spun out with a few laps to go, and I ended up finishing fucking 3rd or 2nd to last because yeah, I gave up after that because I was like, all right, no fucking point in me trying to go back up front, so I just gave up after that. Then the second race, which was at what fucking race? Man, I don't even remember the date of the first race, and I don't even remember the track of the second race. Boy, oh boy. It's as if it was many years ago. This is fucking April we're talking about. Thompson. That's right. That's why I don't remember it. Because it's a fucking track that I don't care about. But but Thompson's a very small track. Right? So we took it to a short track. And I did fine, practice-wise. I was not a huge fan of how tight it would get and how, pinpoint accurate I had to be, but it was whatever. It was fine. I practiced fine, and I went into the race knowing that I was just going to take it easy for the first half, get a grip of the car, and then go through the field at the end. I didn't even make it to lap 5 or 10 before getting fucking destroyed and just completely giving up because I was going to go several laps down because I towed the car. And it was a 5-minute tow for the shortest fucking short track on the service for some reason. So I just gave up because I didn't want to I just didn't care. It also didn't help that the beginning of that race was so bad. So I just kind of like, I didn't care. And at that point, I was just like, yeah, I'm not going to fucking race the next 2 races because we're going to a dirt. And then at first we were going to the Roval of Charlotte. And then they changed it to the Oval. Or at least I think that's what happened. I don't know. I could be wrong. But it was the Oval at Charlotte for the last race. And I was like, all right, I'll fucking run it. And what you're about to see, as I'll shift over. By the way, I did update this look, by the way. It's a little different, so now I have to change how my transition period, or my transition is. We're gonna have to do a little bit of this. Now the desk is a little bit smaller. I'm gonna quickly mess with this real quick before going through the race. So let me disappear for a second. I gotta figure out where exactly I need to be here. Okay. That should work. That should work. Okay. It doesn't give me a whole lot of room here, but at the same time, I don't care. Okay, let's see. I don't need the sensor. There we go. So, currently I'm in Heat 1. I'm going to go through as much as this as I can. I don't know if, I don't know how good the audio is. I turned this down a lot. Let me turn this back up.
Good luck, everyone.
Oh, it is very quiet. Yeah, all right, there we go.
Good luck.
Sorry, I'm not going to listen to the voice chat because I don't really mind to. I don't really care. So, I did not qualify for this race. And as you could tell, I practiced horribly. I only had like a very slim amount of laps on a run. And I just kept spinning out every other time. I think I was still one of the fastest cars in practice, though. But I didn't really think much of it. I really did not care at all about it. There's my cockpit view. I love having a row all to myself. Because I can do that. By the way, I want to mention this too. All of this was going down while I'm like just fucking jamming. Like headphones on full blast. I did not have iRacing up at all. So I was like very much like not caring at all about this. Because I didn't have enough confidence in myself. I'll just be honest. I was just like, if I could survive, that'd be fine. And there's a green flag. I'm not gonna go through all of this. But like, especially Heat 1. This is a heat race. But there was like a certain point in this heat race where like I realized that my car was actually kind of quick. Oh, there's that. There's also that happened. That fucking scared the shit out of me. We're running fine, running fine, running fine. Well, they're not. Oh, God. I don't remember that. Oh, my God. I actually don't remember me doing that. Yank! Oh, my God. That's the thing about these cars. These fucking cars. They are a pain in the ass to fucking save. Oh, I do remember that. And I pitted, grabbed new tires. Because I think, okay, so there was not a lot of laps in these heats. There was only 14 laps for 10 minutes, and we were not having a whole lot of time here. So I think we restarted and came back to the white flag, if I remember correctly. Which I guess was fine. So, like, I went and grabbed new tires, thinking not much of it. Thanks, Seen It, Cam. Glad that you fucking exist. And then, was it this? Yeah, because it was a white flag. This was, like, the only incident I can... Oh, God. Yeah. It's the only thing I really am not a huge fan of when it comes to this race. See, I'll explain to myself here a little bit. I saw a gap. I tried to go for it. It got filled up real quick. And then, yeah, I accidentally murdered Asa by accident. That didn't help. So there's that. That's why I started in the very back of the race, the actual race itself. I don't think I was dead last, but I might as well have been. Don't say that. Just don't. Well, there's 70 laps of this. Actually, it started fine, like middle of the pack. Not too bad. Not as bad as I thought I did. They're already scraping each other right now. Beginning of the race. Couldn't resist. Oh, I know. I'm trying to remember. My throttle inputs are pretty fucking good. So there's, I think, 5th place. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it says battle for 5th. God damn it. I've seen that camps exist. It was just at some point I just felt like my car was just insanely quick. Now looking back at this was fun as hell. You got the top 3 all fucking checked out, all racing, like, you know, nice and calm. And then there's me and everybody else back there in the fucking Hornet's nest. Try to drift up the track. It's cool. The first run went by pretty quickly. 4 laps into this, and there goes David. There he goes. Bye-bye. I hated that for him. I really did. But that put me to that put me to 3rd. I don't know if you could tell, but at this point I'm like full vibe mode right now. Full vibe. Just full fucking vibe. Now I'm starting on the inside here. There they go. I had a pretty good jump, too. And this was like something I did not expect. Like, I was coming into this race thinking, oh, I'll be fast. Maybe. If I practice more, like, well enough, but it's a game of survival for me. And then, like, next thing I know, I'm battling with Kyoso and Lithium, and I'm like, oh my god. Somehow, why did I let out? What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh! You know why? So, this was a fucking problem, and this has always been a problem with me and my setup. So my pedals will hit the back of my desk. Because there's like a little support piece of, there's like a piece of support wood or whatever at the bottom of my desk to help my desk from like collapsing. And the back of my pedals, or I guess my pedals, will hit that, and then I will not be able to fully hit the gas or fully hit the brakes on occasions. So sometimes I have to sacrifice my either throttle or brake foot and push him back. Oh no. Well, that is a problem. Yeah, but also that too, the fucking caution coming out. I thought it was that first issue, but I guess a caution coming out would also be the reason why I would completely let off the fucking gas. Dummy. See, I forgot how many cautions there were in this race, so I don't remember shit. But then I remember, like, okay, so yeah, like, I was second. And then Fox went into the pits. And then I ended up first. At this point, I'm just like, yeah, this ain't gonna last, so I might as well, you know, vibe while I got the chance to. Then for some reason, it's a single file restart. I don't care. And, like, I'm actually leading laps on speed. I think I was more happy about that than actually leading a lap under, like, pacing. I was like, holy shit, I'm actually leading laps. Like, genuinely, like, fast laps. I was not used to that at all. Like, I've done a lot of racing in my time. Never have I felt that quick. Like, I've done a lot of dominating shit on, like, oval, like, public racing and stuff like that. But, like, league racing is so much different. Because, like, the talent is not evenly split for most of the leagues. Like, you'll obviously get, like, the really fast, consistent guys and the really slow back markers. You'll always get those. Whereas, like, I did not see this. In the, in leagues, that's, like, more common than fucking public races and, like, iRacing, because they're splits for a reason. Oh, these two got into it? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That might have been awkward. That's a bit awkward. What the fuck happened here? Oh, picked him out. Ooh. Oh, I don't know about that. That's good. That's borderline. That's gonna be borderline. Yeah, I just genuinely did not expect to be up front, especially, like, as much as I was. Okay, that's not 1 degree. There we go. Like, sometimes it was single file, sometimes it was double file. And I felt like I had a disadvantage on the... I don't know. I don't know if I liked single file more than double file. I think double file was better. Just because the high side was not the greatest line to run at this track. But I was also being really nice and trying not to fucking just absolutely jump these restarts. I think it was at this point. I know there was like one certain point. There's two. One late in the run and one early in the run. Where I was just like, ah, damn, there goes my my 15 minutes of fame. Because, like, he also gets the high line. Damn. And then this happens. Never mind. Never fucking mind. There we go. Holy shit. I genuinely cannot tell, like, if they were saving up their shit and I'm just burning my shit up, or if I genuinely don't know. Also, cautions really did not help them at all. I'm just up front leading the laps and then, like, getting the help from the cautions. So I'm just, you know, putting laps on the board. I think this was one of the bigger leads that I had, too, right here. And this is when I had the, like, peak feeling of, yeah, they're saving up their stuff and just waiting for later. Because that's normally how it would be. It's just like you just kind of save up your stuff and make it to the caution where you can then just use up your stuff. And then, like, another caution comes out. I think I pitted it around, like, a little after halfway, if I remember correctly. Because I knew that all I needed to do was just pit once, at least. There's another restart, and I just kind of dominated until the halfway point. Get to the caution flag there. I don't remember all the cautions, and I don't really want to go through all of them, because a lot of them are probably just single car spins. There was another run. I think it was at this point where I was like, okay, I need a caution at some point between, yeah, at this point I was like, yeah, I need a caution so I can pit, because it's around the halfway mark, and that's usually what I was like, yeah, I'll just pit because it doesn't really matter what the tires are like. And I pitted, so did everybody else. Now this was a fun experience, sarcasm full here. Because I knew that I had to pass a couple of cars, because not everybody pitted. And I knew that this was going to be a mess from the start. This is why I kind of, like, also was like, I don't want to pit because I don't want to be back there, but I also need to pit because if I don't pit, then I'm going to run out of fuel and tires, and I'm going to fucking... Yeah, I wasn't looking forward to this. Was not my favorite restart, by the way. Because I was like, in order for me to make this work, right, I'm not really racing what's in front of me, I'm racing what's below me and behind me. And then, of course, I also have to get up to you know, them at some point, hoping that at some point I can at least have a shot. But I was like, they're also on older tires, and while tires really didn't matter, it was also like there's still a bit of an advantage. Or at least that's what I was hoping. Also, my FOV in this car is insanely close. But trust me, it was closer because I did not like the fucking look of these. I don't like the fucking cockpit of this car, by the way. Not my favorite. So, like, already I'm like, not... I'm pushing the issue. Like, that's all I can say. I'm just pushing the issue. I'm trying to get by... I think this is Akito. Yeah, I'm trying to get by them. It's like, okay, I'll try the outside line. I'll try the inside line. I'll try whatever I can. Get a run up top, go low. Do whatever the fuck I can do. I get a run. There's a block. There's a couple other blocks. Maybe not as egregious as I thought. Like, all right, here I come. To the like, I'm going to get a run here, maybe. There we go. I'm going to pull down low. And then, bam. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That was... My foot was all over the place. It was... Yeah. You unsettle these cars, and it is the worst experience ever. It just feels like if you get slightly unsettled, it takes longer than you would like to get unsettled. They're already too wide in front of me. I'm already not really happy with the fact that... Because if I'm going to be completely honest... with my racer mentality, I was not a huge fan of that move. Getting fucking doored and almost spinning out. I could understand it, but I was also not really happy with it. Then there's also that. I actually didn't realize how close to dying I was, which would have made me even more upset. So now everybody's just, like, legit using up their shit. I'm seeing people slide all over the goddamn place. I'm following David, thinking he's gonna have the line, and then, like, nope, there they go. Now they're 3 wide in front of me. What the fuck do I do? Oh, God! Fucking... nearly die. That's what I nearly do. Jesus. Yeah, the look from the cockpit was even more terrifying, because, like, I'm like, alright, what do I do here? Alright, well, they're 3 wide, that's great. And then, yoink! Oh my god. So, yeah, that whole run, I realized exactly what I'm getting myself into, which is not fun. I'm trying to think. I think a couple of them did pit. Yeah, so now I'm up to third. I think Fox was one of them that did pit, so now it's just David and Akito. Yeah. Okay. Which was nice. It was nice to be third for once. So, good lord, Hasa, I did not realize they... Wow, alright. They do not have a front end. Yikes. Okay, so I already don't get the best of jumps compared to the leader, but that's fine. I'm getting up to second, getting up to second, getting up to second, getting up to second, and now I'm not because I got fucking blocked. Got fucking blocked in. Alright, here I come. Gotta run down low and fucking whiff that corner. At the time, I was not really happy because I was, like, I felt like I was being pinched, but no, I just washed up like a fucking idiot. I just washed up and I just completely fucking biffed that corner, so now still side by side. Now I'm trying to send it, and I still do it again. I do it again. Fucking wash up. Ooh, God. Ooh, Jesus. How many times? Oh, my God. How many times have I cranked that wheel to the opposite direction? Frank. Ooh. Golly. Golly. So now I'm like, I'm really not happy. Like I feel fast, I feel good, I really should be up front. Somehow that's a 1x according to down here, or no, sorry, that's car contact. All right, that's a 1x. I can understand that. But now I got Kyoso on my high side, and it's like, great, I'm racing him because he's on the same tires as me. So if he passes me, pretty much game over. Pretty much game over. So now I'm trying to attack, while also defend. That might have been the worst corner I've ever seen myself do. Holy fuck. I will watch that again. Hold on. I amaze myself sometimes. Golly. Yeah, I think noticing what's behind me, I think I got a little too ambunctious. Okay, scenic camera. God damn it. I need to delete that camera somehow. I can. I am fucking all over the place on my wheel. And I'm like, I really don't want to lose this position, but I feel like I have no choice. I just don't feel like I have what it takes to win this race, especially now that I'm using up my shit. At this point, it's like, it's kind of like reality setting in. It's like, damn, I'm not gonna fucking... I can't have shit in Philly. I don't know what else to do. Battling my fucking heart out in front of me, and I just can't do it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Finally settle in. I'm like, all right, here, have it. And here comes Fox as well, and it's like, yep, they're on fucking fresh tires. I got nothing. Like, this was a heartbreaker of a run for me because I was like, I know it's not gonna be this all the way to the finish, but it's like, this is just heartbreaking. And then, yo. Send that shit and go fucking go as quickly as I can. Get the lead because of the caution. Golly, that felt awesome. Like, from this perspective, it doesn't look like anything crazy. But this cockpit view says it all for me. It's like, I don't know if I'm clear. I don't know if I have any sort of room. And then at some point my spotter says clear, so I'm like, alright, fuck it, we're going. We're sending it, we're going. Slide up, Caution comes out as soon as I'm in front. And now I'm back in the lead. Fuck. Like, I never felt genuine happiness in my life until then. I feel bad, because, like, this was very unfortunate. There they go. Spinning out. Yo! That almost ended my race, too. If he didn't go down. If they didn't go down, that would have been big. That almost still ended up big, too. I'm glad I slid up as high as I did. It wasn't intentional. I just sent it in way too hard and I slid up. Got the... Oh my god, I even almost spun out too because of that. So there was that move. That was obviously one of my favorite moves that entire race. Because now I'm back in the lead. And then fucking jump the hell out of that restart. Good lord. That was a nasty jump. And realize how bad that was. But I think I did that because I realized I still have this behind me. That, like, I may have made a good move, but can I realistically defend? Can I realistically defend? No. Not when this happens. Today's your birthday? Hey, happy birthday, Ashley. Hope it's well. Hope it's good. Getting sent 3 wide. Yeah, I had no choice but to let out. I was like, yeah, and I'm not a big fan of that. And out the gas I went. Hey, Akio, I'm doing fine. Actually, I'm doing really fine. Now, this part was really fucking funny to me. So, at this point, full reality sets, yeah. It was fun while it lasted. Led a lot of laps. Made that amazing move. I don't see myself winning this race. At best, 3rd place, maybe 2nd place if I make a bodacious and ambitious move near the end of the race. Oh my god, I'm still sliding the goddamn... I'm still sliding it. Hold on. Oh, that's... Yeah, that's the most amount of wheel I've done. Just lost an important personal life that won't be at any of my way. This... Oh, damn. Holy fuck. That sucks to hear. That wheel is cranked to the right, by the way. Do that for 1 second too much, and in the wall. Ooh. At this point, it's just like I could be as desperate as I want, but I don't think I could make this race a realistic like victory for me. Everything just kind of feels like a 3rd place at best kind of deal. Then all of a sudden, that happens, and then I'm back in front. They fucking take each other out. I just realized he almost blew over too. Holy shit. I didn't realize the SRX cars had fucking blowover fits. Ooh. I think this is why I named the fucking replay the fucking... I think this is why I named it what I did. I was past wait 20 minutes. Damn. Fuck, man, that sucks. Truly hate that for you, man. Okay, maybe that wasn't as close as I thought. That was still a good move by me to stay high, though. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what he was thinking. Why did he do that? Brother. Ooh. Anybody else hit him? Oh, God. Oh, fuck. That was... Ooh. Oh. Oh. Jeez. Oh. Golly. Damn. You think you're good and dandy until you see that happening right to your right. Oh! That would have fucking terrified me. Oh! Straight door shot. Oh my god. I didn't realize how nasty this wreck was. Like, I saw the part where I nearly got involved. I didn't realize how bad that was. Just head on right into the door. Oh, good lord. Thank God for safety, man. That would have been nasty. What was that hit? 130 fucking miles an hour right into the door. Ouch. Fucking look at how far they flew. Just tossed. Ouch. I pooped. I think it was at this point I realized that I've won. Like, I think unless David has something or anybody behind me has something for me, surprisingly, at this point I was just like, I am pretty certain that won me the race. Because I get a good jump here and I'm riding to the finish. Nope, caution comes out. Alright, that's fine. I'll just re-rack them and get a green-white checkered attempt. Or at least a... yeah. And then it's a single file restart and I'm like... Huh. Okay. Sure. That's fine. I'll get a jump at least. And I got a pretty good jump. What did green, white, checker stand for again? Like a... It's like a green, white checker would just be like if it extends it, you get one green flag lap, and then it's the last lap afterwards. This one was a natural one, though, I think. This one, I think, coming to the white. Yeah. At this point, I hated the single file restart because I got a good jump, and then David's like, right on my ass. I'm like, oh fuck. I got a good 1 and 2 right there, which was all I needed. But all it takes is for him to... Ooh. See, my idea was that I knew he was doing it. I didn't want to completely just throw it because I didn't want to fucking be a dick. But I was like, I'm gonna shake. I'm gonna be all like, hey, I'm blocking, but I'm not at the same time. I'll give you the lane, but you're going lower than what you want. But in return, that fucked me up because I'm drifting up the track because I didn't prepare for the corner, and I'm like, I'm drifting. I'm fucking drifting, but I'm nailing this throttle. Like, from this point in the turn, I already wrecked it behind me. From this point in the turn, which is, I think, just halfway through the turn, all the way to the checker flag, I'm like, full gas. I don't give a shit. We're going. And I survive. Somehow getting wrecked in 2 out of the 3 races that I've ran. I somehow managed to pull off one of the best fucking comebacks in VTrack history and win despite averaging like fucking 10th or worst out of a 15 car field. Maybe less than 15, but you get the point. Fucking shaking the car because I'm fucking just absolutely, yeah, just could not for the life of me predicted that. I went into that race just not thinking anything. I was just thinking like, I'll probably run good and get wrecked and screwed out of a good finish. That happened the last 2 times I raced. Wouldn't shock me if that happened again. Net it in. Now, these cars are fun to do burnouts in. Okay, well, I guess I got out quicker than I thought. So there's that. That was the one thing that I ended up doing while on my hiatus. That win was deserved, to be fair. No, I definitely agree. I was just more so surprised I actually was, like, quick. Turn this back on and I'll go back to here. I was actually just more so shocked that I was fast enough to run that competitively. Especially because, like, I don't know, had, like, very little expectations for that race for me, and then that just ended up happening. I was like, holy fuck. Like, I'm glad it was as, like, close and tight as it was, because fuck, I truly did not expect the that final green white like, I was legit like, I wish it was the one time I wish I actually streamed it, because it would have been a roller coaster of emotions. Because like, I was a little upset at a point in time, because I really thought that, like, at some point I was, like, not being raced respectfully. But then, like, looking back at it, it's like, okay, that was a little too harsh, because no, that's not true. That's not true anymore. But it was like, I was a little, like, you know, frustrated. I wasn't, like, angry, but I was frustrated, because I was like, I had that, like, first handful of runs before halfway, and I'm like, this car feels really fucking good, and it's giving me that vibe that this car is so good that it's too good to be true. Because, like, there's times where I've raced really good in the first half, and then in the second half, I just fall off, or the guys, or the other guys are like, they figured out their stuff, right? Like, if you figure it out in the second half of the race, that's all you need. That's all it takes. Just figure it out in the second half. It's better to figure it out late than never, right? So, I figured at some point they all figured it out, and that my time up front was gone, right? And then at a certain point in time, I kind of felt that. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to take 3rd place. It'll be a good finish as long as I can just get it across the line. I'm not looking for a win. But, you know, I just want to finish. But, like, knowing that I had a fast car, it's like, it's just one of those deals where it's like, I know I can't win, but, like, it would have been so cool if I just had that opportunity to, right? Like, because, like, there's times where it's like, okay, I may not have the fastest car, and if I finish up front, I'll fucking accept it, because I'll, you know, that's fine. I'm not gonna complain about that whatsoever. I like that. I like that I finished better than I anticipated. But then, like, that first half happened, and I'm like, well, I kind of think this is a lot better than I thought. Like, this car feels a whole lot better than anticipated. Maybe, just maybe, it's actually a top 2, maybe first place car. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh my god, this is like a fast car. And then I ended up like falling back because of the pit stop and everything else. And I was just like, damn, right? Like once you feel like you could win, then you end up like back because reality hits you. It's like, that's the worst. That's the worst. And then the teammates took each other out, and I'm like, oh, well, anything could happen, I guess. Well then. Then it ultimately ended up me just having to hold off David twice, and that was more stressful than you think. That was way more stressful than it needed to be. Let's see. The only track I don't have. Okay. But yeah, like I said earlier about iRacing, I do have something else that I would like to do with iRacing this week. 2 more things at the very least. I plan on doing some iRacing the next time I stream, which won't be tomorrow, but it'll be Friday morning. Keep thinking Thursday morning, but tomorrow's Thursday. Friday morning, I'll be back on stream to do quick karaoke. It'll be a quick karaoke because I don't want to be on it for too long. Because I want to do iRacing afterwards. So I'll probably speed run through 15 songs because that's what I have planned. It's 15 songs. I do actually want to try and trying to think. There's some other thing that I wanted to talk. Ah, crap, my brain. Come on, brain. Help me out here. Why is my brain not functioning right now? Come on. So yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, finally. I found it. I found the brain cell. So Friday morning, I'll do, 15 quick karaoke songs. And then I'll get on iRacing for a little bit, do a little special version of it, a little special. Since it is week 13, I'll introduce it, but it will be kind of a main thing. It won't be every time I do iRacing, it won't be every other time, but it'll probably be like every so often, right? Kind of just depends on how I feel. And then after that, the next day I'll do a Indy 500 with AI. Because I wasn't able to do the Indy 500 that was scheduled for last week. I didn't have any time to because of work. I'm going to do one while I can with AI. And then after that, I'll do actual like week 13 stuff around everything. Where the Mazda's at. They aren't anywhere fun. Until the 8th. Okay, yeah, so it's not gonna... Well, that's... Okay, at least that track's fine. Could be worse. But I'll just look around and see what I can do. There's not... I'll look around and see what I can do. We'll see. The fucking Mazda's at the fucking Nürburgring. While it's raining, because they have them on rain tires now. That's fucking hilarious. Fucking crazy shit. Alright. And then Sunday will be a 24-hour Le Mans race, which I will probably be chatting a little bit more on. I don't plan on chatting a whole lot during that, because it is 24 hours, but if anybody would like to at least lurk and maybe do a little, have a little conversation, that would be nice. I'll have to take a look and see if I can... I'll figure this out. I'll figure it out as we go. Scuff is our main friend here. No matter if I've been a VTuber for 3 years or not. Getting close to that point. Not exactly 3 years yet, but getting close. It's fucking June already. How the hell is it June? Where the hell have I been? What has happened? after these 4 streams that are listed on the top right, I will start doing mainly a stream rotation of things that I've been wanting to do for the last couple of months. I'm going to be switching over mainly from being just a big old variety streamer to mainly doing either racing or some other form of sporty kind of deal. I might be a little bit more musically on stream, but not in the sense that I'm going to be making music, because I don't want to make music on stream. That, like I said, not really comfortable doing that. But I'll probably do some music stuff, like, I don't know, play some fucking Guitar Hero, and some other form of rhythm games if I could find some. I ain't playing Osu. I ain't going that far. I ain't going that deep. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I still want to play and do, but yeah. That's mainly that for now. I'll definitely try and do a little bit more more chatting as best as I can, and there's some stuff that I still wanted to talk about, but for the sake of having stuff to talk about on Sunday, holding back, and I'm gonna wait to talk about that stuff until Sunday, so that I can, at the very least, cover 6 hours of the stream with conversation and not fucking 2. I don't know. And with that, I'm going to raid Luna, because I haven't. Yeah, it's been a while. But I will be back on Friday morning. And I will be doing some karaoke and some iRacing. Been a while indeed. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. But I appreciate everybody stopping in, doing a little lurking, do a little chatting even at the same time. It's nice to be back. I kind of regret taking as long of a hiatus as I did, because I realized not really the streaming just needs to be fun, and I just haven't had that opportunity to let it be fun. So that's kind of the gist of everything, but I could do a little bit more talking about it on Sunday, like I said. I didn't intend for this to go almost 2.5 hours, but that's just how it be. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for sticking around and keeping me at least in your thoughts for the last couple of months. But I am back, and I'm going to be streaming just a little bit more now. I appreciate everybody. Like I said, I'll be back Friday morning, same time, roughly. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and good night. Or good afternoon, or something. I don't know. Yeah.